Evening from NYChessKids. My name is Saudin. In this lesson, I am going to introduce you to Zwischenzug, an advanced combination, and a combination that is very easy to blunder, right? You can miss those moves very easily in the chess games. So now look, White captured the knight here on b8, and he hopes that black is going to take on b8 and then play queen a4 check and take the bishop on b4. Right? That's what he wanted to do. But there's a move like knight e5, and after knight e5, black is threatening to play knight e3 check, and with the knight e3, it would be a fork, right? By the same time, knight e5 is protecting the bishop on b4. So that's the idea. Now, the this move, of course, is a threat. So if the king moves, then you can take rook b8. Or if the bishop goes back to f4, you can play queen f6, right? Not taking on f4, because then queen a4, queen b4. But you can play queen f6 and make a pin, and you protect your piece, and you are getting your piece back. So this is that Zwischenzug, knight e5, that White blundered. Probably didn't see this move, otherwise he wouldn't take on b8. And now you just take and you're okay. You did not lose the piece, right? And not only that you didn't lose the piece, but White king here in trouble. Now, let's see the next one. White just captured the piece. It was probably bishop or a knight here. And he hopes that black is going to take on b4 with a check. Probably white queen could go to d2, block the check, protect the pawn on f4. And white is a piece up, right? So the game still goes on, and white has chances. But there's this Zwischenzug, rook c1. And after rook c1, black first trades, and then with a check, suddenly now you can take on f4, and or there's even better moves in, so bishop e5 there. So, but this here allows black to continue with attack. Let's see even better move. Peter is saying bishop e5. Okay, so even this may be better with attack, right? So, where was the problem here? What is that White blundered? All right, let's go back. So what is it that White blundered? White blundered this move, rook c1, right? That's a Zwischenzug, right? The move in between. So he expected to move queen b4, right? And then defend himself, right? And stay with a piece up, and maybe he still had a hope. But after this move, suddenly the king is in a trouble, because what happens is there is no protection anymore. This rook and the queen are not doing the good job anymore. Like, look, queen is kind of behind the king and cannot protect the king, right? So that's Zwischenzug. That means rook c1. Let's see the next one. Okay, here it's clear. Look, if what black probably hoped for is that white is going to take the queen, they would trade the queen, and then white would take the rook on a8. Black is pawn down, but he still hopes, right, for a draw. But white plays this Zwischenzug, queen h6. And with this move, he's still attacking the rook, but at the same time, he's playing bishop g5 that leads into a checkmate. And this is the kind of move that it's very easy to blunder in the chess games. So look now, the next move, bishop. Now he played bishop d7, and you still don't have to play bishop 8-8. You can play first check, and then we'll take, right? Even now, look, I don't want to take immediately because this bishop would go to c5. Give me a check. This bishop is mobile. But if you play queen h8, that's that Zwischenzug, in between move. Like now, bishop will have to be tied up. Like bishop is pinned. Now we can take because the bishop is pinned, and the attack. Now we can stop the attack easily, right? With the bishop g2, there is no checkmate anymore, and the outcome is that white has more pawns, and black king is in here in the center of the board, right? So let's see the next one. Okay, here, look, we clearly have this pin, right? And what white does here, look, he plays more queen b5. Now, if the rook takes on b5, first we would capture rook c8, and that's that Zwischenzug. We play rook c8, king goes to f7, and then we take bishop h7, and we piece up, right? So that's what Zwischenzug is, rook c8. Now, if he plays here, of course, we take the queen, and there is no checkmate. He wants to checkmate me here, right? Bishop c5, we block the checkmate, and there's no checkmate, right? You run away, and you are going to win this game. Yeah, there's no attack here. I mean, now we are safe, right? So, what was the Zwischenzug? It was the idea that after queen b5, you can first capture rook c8. That's a Zwischenzug. Let's see the last one. Okay, this one is clearly more complicated, right? Now, white wants to take on f7, right? That's what would be nice, and we can analyze this, right? And then we'll come back and find the Zwischenzug. Now, instead of taking on f7, watch, white played first bishop e6. So that's a Zwischenzug that won the game. But let's see what would happen if I play bishop f7. That's not correct move, right? Now, black has all these tactics, right? Look, he plays bishop e2. Let's say I play rook e1, and he plays a bishop c4. Now, this is called interference. There's a lesson there in I think intermediate 2 or advanced level interference, right? Black is damaging the coordination between the white pieces, right? Now, black wants to take rook c7, right? And if I take this bishop on c4, look at the black can take now rook f7 because my rook on e1 is attacked, right? And black is continuing the game. He did very well, right? So let's go back and see after playing bishop e6. This is that Zwischenzug, right? First bishop e6, and now, right? If let's go back. If the pawn would capture, right, on e6, we would take knight e6 and queen g7 and checkmate. If you play rook g8, we can play rook c8 and rook c8, queen g7, checkmate, right? But if rook goes to b8, now we can take on f7. Now it's okay because now bishop e2 is nothing, right? It's not important anymore. So that's the Zwischenzug. And now, of course, you can continue the game. You know, we can play like knight e6, attack there, and this is look at this cool move that we have bishop g6. Because if the pawn takes, then we play knight f8, queen goes to e7, we take knight g6 check, and then we take on e7. So this is a cool move. Okay, the computer is playing now. He's protecting this piece, right? I am pinned here, but I can play a move like this, threatening the checkmate and threatening to take on f8, and of course now you are winning. So this was a Zwischenzug, right? That means that's really a move in between, right? It happens in the combinations, right? You calculate, and then you suddenly find this move in between that can help you, right, with a combination. This is an advanced lesson, and it's important to see more of the positions. This is not enough, right? We would have to find Zwischenzug positions and just see more of them. Okay, kids. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to Zwischenzug. Bye bye. Good night.